Our next matter is Drumm Road Chickens, located at 604 Drumm Road. Applicant Elio Rubuto is requesting a special use permit to allow the raising and stabling of chickens closer than 75 feet to any residential lot line on a 0.6 acre parcel having SBL number 063.02-1-41 located in an R2 single-family residential district under sections 350-41 and 350-103 of the Code of the Town of Webster.
Hi, good evening. My name is Elio Rubuto. Thanks for hearing me out today. So this is, I'm just going to read a little bit from my letter of intent, just so you have a little bit of a background of what's going on. So this is our survey map, and I'll read through this real quick, and then I'll go over this just as quick for you. So my family and I, we first got chickens. It'll be probably a year in late spring. Taking care of these chickens, our family, we just absolutely, it's brought absolute joy to us. We're teaching our son, a different type of work ethic that maybe kids don't normally grow up with. We're teaching him about sustainability, and then also a little bit about self-reliance. We take good care of our flock, and then they provide us with, eggs, which are sustainable food for our family. As I mentioned, we've had the chickens for almost a year now. They are fully enclosed in a chicken run, a non-permanent field fencing, and they are never left to free range. So we have never had them out bopping around or in other people's area. The first time we had a complaint was when we received the notice and order letter, which was probably the middle of December. Excuse me. I'm fairly certain that the complaint has come about, or had come about, due to the fact that we had an unexpected rooster in our flock. We never intended on having a rooster. We are by no means trying to be disrespectful to our neighbors or people around us. Sometimes when you buy chicks, they are said to be pullets or females, and unfortunately sometimes that's not the case. And they may end up being cockerels or end up being a rooster. As soon as we started to hear the crowing, we immediately thought of our neighbors. We are actually pretty secluded, and I can go over the survey. It's a very non-traditional type house, type setup. But there may be, there's 3 homes that would be affected. They're actually at the back of our property. You can see house, house, and house. Because we are completely secluded and enclosed by fencing and large arborvitae hedgerows on each side. So we immediately thought of them. I brought them all some farm fresh eggs and some local honey with a note from our family. We apologized for any issues with the crowing. We are working on rehoming the rooster, and come spring we had planned on moving the coop anyways. Never really heard any feedback from anybody. A week later, we received the letter from the town. The rooster is gone. We rehomed the rooster. It was always our plan. So we have found a home for the rooster. He has been removed from the property. In November, we were fostering a little piglet for a friend of ours. He's been long gone back in December. So along with the removal of both the piglet and the rooster, I'm planning on moving the non-permanent chicken coop to a location on our property that would make the coop virtually invisible. This location would be a minimum of 100 feet from any other dwelling. As far as home, it would be confined by fencing that is already in place, and again, those large arborvitae hedgerows that are about 12, 15 feet high. No other person or dwelling would, unless you're really looking, climbing up into our property, or let alone hear the noise from those chickens. So with the removal of both the piglet and the rooster alongside, the change of the location for the chicken coop, I would, I'm hoping this will alleviate any problems going forward with our neighbors. As I said, the coop along with our chickens would be out of sight and out of earshot to anybody around here. I apologize for the phone call. My wife is out of town and our son is home alone. My parents are in Arizona, so I apologize. He's calling me. that's why I keep getting the FaceTime. But as you can see, apparently the silencer doesn't work with the FaceTime, so I apologize. As you can see, so if you can see here on the survey map, as you can see down to the bottom, this is where our current coop is. So again, this is the back of our property. We would like to move the coop. So it's again, so this house was built in 1842, redone in 2015, 2017. And so the front side of our house is kind of where I want to put this coop. Now again, so in front of that, you have there's a double row of large arborvitae. Then there's a slight little hill, and there's tons of holly bushes and sawgrass and cattails. There's also trees there. Across from Drumm Road, it's all woods. It's all woods. Again, the closest home are well over 100 feet away. Left side, again, all arborvitae fencing. You can't even see it from, if say you're walking by our house, our home, or you're driving by, you would not be able to see it from, say, coming north, heading south, just because of again, these arborvitae go all the way across, and then again on the other side of the driveway. It would be 30 feet away from the road, and again with all that material and things in between that. And then the coop would be 20 feet away from the property line, but again, this is the absolute back of their property. They have a very large lot, and their house is well, I know it's a silly square, but that's a pretty good representation of how far that house is. So again, the other house is on the other side, and then there's a home with a private drive over here. So that's kind of my thought and my hope. I don't know, I'm talking a lot, so if anybody has any questions, again, I apologize for the phone.
How many chickens?
Currently, I have 8.
Plan to grow that flock or maintain?
I maintain, again, keeping things under control. I keep a pretty tight ship with them. I keep things clean, controlled. So I'm not really looking for anything more than 10 if I had them. But and again, absolutely no rooster.
Does that 8 include the rooster, or that?
No, that was 10 including the rooster.
Gotcha.
So it's 9. And we have tons of wild birds, which are crazy loud, and it's so compared to the hens, they don't make a peep.
So there's minimal noise from the chickens themselves.
Absolutely, 100%, absolutely. So,
Once they lay eggs, then they go crazy, right?
yeah, sometimes, yeah, it's called a little egg song. It's a little egg song, but it's brief.
You say it's not permanent, but I'm looking at the photos you provided. It looks like it has some sort of tie into the ground, or
No, it's completely. So where the coop is now is in our garden. The garden was there when we purchased the property, and no, I had to put like a 2x4 just to level it out. But no, that's freestanding. I moved that myself actually after I got it off the trailer. But yeah, we would trailer it, and we would move it to the back. And all the field fencing I have, everything set up is all going to come down, because I would just need a piece of field fencing, covering where our concrete is. So you would have, it would actually be less, you know, busyness than it is now.
You're not covering it with fencing, are you, on top, these hawks or something from the?
No, I've lost two hens, two hawks. It's a great question, but no, I mean, I personally don't like the aesthetic of it, you know, and that was always a thought, you know, I don't, you know, we love Webster, we love the area. My wife's family has their in-laws own Shiner Farm on Phillips Road. So we have a lot of roots here. We're not looking to upset anybody by hanging string up and down. So that's a great question. No, it would just be the pool.
I don't have any other questions. Anybody else have any other questions? It's open to the public, for any public comment. No public comment at this point. That determination of seeker for this application is pursuant to New York NYCRR section 617.5C. And does not have received further review for a classified as a type 2 action. Do I have a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Anybody want to read the findings of fact? Thank you, Chris. Other side.
The applicant, based on his presentation here tonight, the request is minimal. It does not appear to disrupt the character of the neighborhood. Although the problem is self-created by wanting chickens, I think it's, once again, minimal impact. The difficulty cannot be fixed by any other method while still wanting to keep the chicken coop. And once again, the character of the neighborhood will not have a detrimental effect on the neighborhood.
What's that? Any other, variance subject to the following, some conditions that I think will, you said you're currently at 8 hens. Special use permit gives us the opportunity to see how things go along for a certain duration, and then kind of revisit it again. So I'm recommending, and I'll let the board weigh in, a 6-month duration. I would also recommend no more than 8 hens. I do appreciate that you really located your coop to the front of your house. I mean, granted, it's going to be hidden. I drove by the house earlier today, and the arborvitae do a really nice job of finding that area. So, you've heard the complaints from the neighbors. You're doing everything you can to work within the bounds that you have. So I appreciate that. With that, a 6-month duration and max 8 hens, because that's what you have now, is kind of what I'm looking to indicate for this special use permit. Do you have any questions?
No. Again, I appreciate it. I get worried that, hopefully, I don't get targeted now. If there's any noise over there, if that happens, but, no, I think that's fair. I appreciate it 100%. And, like you mentioned before, I appreciate that because I've been trying to do everything I can 100% to work with the town. Josh and Catherine have been fantastic helping me through it, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
No more pigs running through the neighborhood.
No.
With that, variance subject to the following conditions, which are included in the final approval minutes of this meeting. We're going to do a 6-month special use permit, and maximum amount of hens is going to be maxed out at 8. So in 6 months, we'll have to revisit. So after 6 months, if you get complaints again, and you haven't come back to this board,
Yeah.
they have every right to then
Sure.
complain again. Additionally, you've indicated the location of your chicken coop, which is in the, what is that? That is the south west corner of the property, in the front corner of the house. I'm going to put that as a condition as well. Hopefully that'll, noise. I do know that the egg song, you have 8 chickens and they're all laying eggs. I mean, that can go on for a duration. So, though it's not loud, you can definitely hear it. That would be the other condition I would put on this as well.
Condition.
You have to purchase a minimum of 6 hens at a time.
Yes.
So, yeah, so if he has 4, he won't be able to purchase any more hens until he gets down to that 2 hens. Yeah, it's 6 hens. Was that Chris?
No, I just wanted, I lost your train of thought
Oh,
when you were talking about, no,
So, is move for approval, right? Is we were moving for.
what you want to do?
Would you mind?
I recommend that the county lot, Drumm Road Chickens located at 604 Drumm Road, applicant Elaine Budo requesting a special use permit to allow the raising and stabling of chickens close to 75 feet to any residential lot line on a 0.6 acre parcel having SPL number 063.02-1-41 located in R2 single family residential district under sections 350-41 and 350-103 of the Code of Town of Webster be approved. With the conditions as stated by Chairman Shaw.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You have your approval.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yep. Good luck with those chickens.
Yeah.